The ocean covers more than 70% of this planet. Humans have explored less than 20% of it. What lives in the rest? Creatures that glow in colors that shouldn't exist. Creatures that melt when they reach the surface. Creatures with no mouth, no eyes, no stomach, and they're doing just fine. Some of them have been down there since before the dinosaurs. Tonight, we go down with them. If this kind of content is what you have been looking for, hit subscribe right now. We drop new lists every week. And drop a comment. What is the strangest animal you have ever seen? We read every single one. Number 1. The barrel-eye fish. Imagine a fish wearing a glass diving helmet over its entire face. And inside that helmet, floating like something from a fever dream, are two glowing green cylinders staring straight up through the owner's own skull. That is the barrel-eye fish. It lives at 2,000 to 2,600 feet deep in the Pacific Twilight Zone and has only been spotted 9 times by the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute, despite more than 5,600 dives into its habitat. What you assume are its eyes are actually its nostrils. Its real eyes are those green tubes rotating inside a transparent fluid-filled dome. They filter bioluminescence from sunlight so the fish never gets fooled by a camouflage trick. It is a creature that sees the world through the top of its own head. And somehow, that is exactly enough. Number 2. The goblin shark. Evolution had a rough draft, and it swam away before anyone could revise it. The goblin shark has a long, flattened snout like a broken diving board, a jaw that sits separately from its skull and slingshots forward to snatch prey, and skin so pale it appears almost translucent pink. You can see the blood moving underneath. It grows to 13 feet long. It has been documented fewer than 250 times since a fisherman first pulled one up in Japan in 1898. It is considered a living fossil, carrying the same body plan as sharks from 125 million years ago. The goblin shark does not need to be seen. It has been out there doing exactly this since long before we were worth noticing. Number 3. The black dragonfish. This fish is barely 15 inches long, and it is built like a weapon someone forgot to finish. Its scales absorb 99.5% of all incoming light, making it functionally invisible in the deep. Its teeth are transparent. Nanocrystals embedded in the enamel make them disappear against the blackness, so prey never sees the strike coming. But the most extraordinary trick: female dragonfish produce red bioluminescence, which most deep-sea animals cannot see at all. This is not a glow for display. It is a private flashlight that illuminates a room full of creatures who are, to it, entirely blind. The dragonfish hunts in a spectrum of light it invented for itself. Everything else is just swimming in the dark. Number 4. The gulper eel. Most of the time, it looks perfectly unremarkable, slender, sinuous, drifting. Then it feeds. Its jaw unhinges like a drawbridge collapsing, expanding to dimensions that seem structurally impossible for a creature between 2 and 6 feet long. It swallows prey twice its own size. Its body stretches translucent around whatever it has taken in, like a balloon inflating around a secret. The tail tip flickers pink in the dark, a bioluminescent lure that brings prey directly to the source of their disappearance. Found 500 to 6,000 feet down across every ocean on Earth, the gulper eel is proof that the most effective predators are not the ones you expect. They are the ones that simply wait and open and become something else entirely. Number 5. The frilled shark. This shark has not been redesigned in roughly 80 million years. Up to 6.6 feet long, it moves through the water like an eel, twisting, coiling, before launching itself at prey in a strike that looks more reptilian than anything we call a shark today. Its 25 rows of 300 backward curved teeth look like a succession of grappling hooks. Its gill slits are fringed and open like wounds across its neck. What makes it genuinely unlike anything else? Its gestation period is 3.5 years, the longest confirmed pregnancy of any vertebrate on the planet. It carries its young for longer than some animals live. In the deep sea, there is simply no such thing as being in a hurry. Number 6. The sarcastic fringehead. 3 to 8 inches long. Lives in abandoned shells, empty bottles, discarded pipes, whatever small cavity it can claim on the Pacific seafloor. It sounds modest. Then its mouth opens. The jaw expands to 4 times its closed width, wider than the fish's entire body, revealing an interior so vast and colorfully lined it looks like a portal to somewhere else entirely. Males compete by pressing their open mouths together, 2 doors fighting to shut, and whoever has the smaller opening loses. They fight over the size of a soda can. They fight with the commitment of something 10 times larger. The sarcastic fringehead is the most overqualified tenant in the ocean, and it knows it. Number 7. The stargazer fish. You don't see it until it is too late, because it is the floor. The stargazer buries itself completely in sand with only its upward-facing eyes and gaping, upturned mouth exposed. It weighs up to 20 pounds. It has venomous spines behind its gill covers. It carries an electric organ above its eyes capable of delivering a 50-volt shock. When prey passes overhead, the stargazer does not chase it. It simply becomes the ground, and then inhales. The ambush is so complete, so total, that the prey does not register a threat. There is no reaction time, no chance to process what is happening. There is only the sudden, undeniable fact that the floor has a mouth. Number 8. The Pompeii worm. Named for the Roman city buried alive by a volcano, this worm has gone further and simply moved into one. It lives on the walls of hydrothermal vents in the Pacific, where temperatures within centimeters shift from near freezing to over 176 degrees Fahrenheit, a gradient that would cook most life on contact. The Pompeii worm parks itself directly on the vent tube, tail baking, head staying cool in flowing seawater. A dense coat of bacteria lives in its back bristles, believed to act as thermal insulation, making this the only known animal that uses another living organism as a jacket. It is 5 inches long. It lives inside a geological event, and it has made that arrangement completely, effortlessly work. Number 9. The vampire squid. The name promises something menacing. The reality is stranger. This creature, 6 inches long, is the sole surviving member of an entire taxonomic order. Not quite a squid, not quite an octopus, something evolutionarily older than both and entirely its own category. It lives in the oxygen minimum zones of the ocean at 2,000 to 3,000 feet, where almost nothing else can breathe. It is not a predator. It drifts through the water collecting marine snow, particles of dead organic matter, on sticky filaments. When threatened, it wraps its webbed arms over its own body like a cloak, revealing a dark interior lined with spines. Then it ejects a cloud of sticky, glowing mucus. Not to kill, just to confuse. Just long enough to be gone. Number 10. The fangtooth fish. 7 inches long, the largest teeth of any ocean fish, proportional to body size. They are so large, the lower fangs specifically, that the fangtooth evolved a dedicated pocket inside its own skull just to store them when its mouth is closed. Otherwise, they would puncture its own brain. It lives in near-total blindness at depths up to 16,400 feet, hunting by detecting pressure changes in the water. It has been described as having the face of something that lost an argument with its own evolution. And yet here it is, thriving, fangs sheathed in a skull pouch, navigating the abyss by touch, catching prey that never had a chance to see it coming. Number 11. The Dumbo octopus. At 9,800 to 23,000 feet below the surface, this is the deepest living octopus science has confirmed. 2 ear-like fins on top of its mantle, soft, rounded, exactly like the ears of a certain Disney elephant, flap slowly as it glides through the permanent dark. It swallows prey whole, which no other octopus does. Its reproduction is built for the rarest of encounters. Females carry eggs at multiple stages of development simultaneously, so that when a male is finally found, in the abyss, after who knows how long, she is already prepared. She fertilizes the most mature batch immediately. In a place where life offers almost no second chances, evolution built an animal that never needs one. Number 12. The harp sponge. Discovered in 2012 off the California coast at 11,500 feet, The harp sponge looks like a candelabra assembled by something that has never seen furniture. Multiple vertical branches, horizontal spines, and at the tip of each spine, a surface covered in microscopic Velcro-like hooks. Because the harp sponge, a sponge, is a carnivore. A small crustacean brushes against one of its branches and is snagged instantly by those barbs. The sponge then wraps it in a slowly expanding membrane, a living envelope, and digests it over several days. Before 2012, it had been down there in the dark for uncounted centuries, quietly assembling its chandeliers and catching its prey. Patient. Architectural. Absolutely without mercy. We are halfway through, and what is coming next is genuinely harder to believe than anything you have seen so far. If you are enjoying this, subscribe right now. It takes 2 seconds and it keeps this channel alive. Now, back to the list. Number 13, the cookie cutter shark. 20 inches long, found in every tropical and temperate ocean in the world. And yet this fish is responsible for perfectly circular wounds found on great white sharks, sperm whales, dolphins, and at least 3 United States Navy submarines. It attaches to any target with suction cup lips, rotates its lower jaw in a precise circle, and removes a clean plug of flesh before releasing and swimming away. It then migrates nearly 2 miles vertically every day, down at dawn, up at dusk, like a commuter. The cookie cutter shark does not need to be the biggest thing in the water. It simply needs to find something bigger. And in the ocean, everything is bigger than 20 inches. Number 14, the sea pig. Scotoplanes is a sea cucumber that walks along the abyssal seafloor on inflatable, transparent tube feet, pulling itself across the mud at depths of 3,000 to 16,000 feet. It is roughly the shape and color of a sausage that has been given too much hope. It feeds on organic particles settled into the sediment, marine snow, dead matter, the slow accumulation of everything that falls from above. They do not travel alone. Researchers have discovered them in aggregations of hundreds, sometimes thousands, marching together across the seafloor like an army of inflatable, self-important mittens. They are not hunting anything. They are the ocean floor's housekeeping staff, shuffling silently through the dark, and there are more of them down there than anyone expected. Number 15, the bigfin squid. Filmed fewer than 12 times since it received a name in 1998, found at depths up to 15,000 feet. Its arms and tentacles bend at sharp right angles, like elbows, before trailing straight downward, and the total span can exceed 20 feet. In ROV footage, it hovers completely motionless, arms dangling around it like a chandelier that has decided to float. No one knows what it eats. No one knows how it catches it. Scientists have noted that its posture resembles nothing else in the cephalopod family and remains, as of today, behaviorally unexplained. The ocean has shown us this animal fewer than a dozen times in recorded history. Just enough evidence to confirm it exists, and not a single frame more. Number 16, the snipe eel. This creature is all jaw and intention. Up to 6.6 feet long, but so thin it barely registers as a physical object, the snipe eel has permanently curved, beak-like jaws that cannot close. It swims forward through the water column, mouth always open, jaws angled outward, so that shrimp antennae and small invertebrates get snagged on the recurved teeth as the eel simply passes through them. It does not bite. It does not chase. It drifts at depths between 300 and 14,800 feet, with an open beak, and lets the ocean do the work. At some point in evolutionary history, something looked at active hunting and decided that patience and a permanently open mouth was a more efficient career path. That something is still down there. Number 17, the cockeyed squid. This squid appears at first glance to be broken. Its left eye is enormous, yellow-tinted, and faces directly upward, scanning the faint light from above for prey silhouettes. Its right eye is small, dark-adapted, and points straight down into the blackness below to detect bioluminescent flashes. The squid permanently tilts its body at a 45-degree angle while swimming, left eye scanning the sky, right eye scanning the floor. It does not have one compromised eye. It has 2 completely specialized eyes, each built for a different world, and it carries both at the same time. Evolution didn't give this animal a choice about perspective. It gave it two entirely different definitions of up. Number 18. The zombie worm. Its scientific name is Osidax, which means bone-eating. It has no mouth. It has no stomach. It has no digestive tract of any kind. When a whale carcass sinks to the ocean floor, an event marine biologists call a whale fall, Osidax worms arrive within months, drilling into the skeleton using acidic, root-like structures that dissolve bone material. Symbiotic bacteria inside those roots then digest the collagen and fats and pass the nutrition back to the worm. The males are microscopic and live permanently inside the female's body. Dozens of them, sometimes hundreds. One entity, no gut, no mouth, living inside a whale's bones, farming bacteria through its roots. A single whale skeleton can sustain an Osidax colony for over a century. Long after the whale is forgotten, the worms are still at the table. Number 19. The Antarctic gonate squid. Before Christmas Day 2024, this creature had never been seen alive by a human. Scientists knew it existed only because its remains kept turning up in the stomachs of whales and seals, proof without presence. On December 25th, a remotely operated vehicle from the Schmidt Ocean Institute captured it on camera for the first time. Blood red, 3 feet long, tentacles tipped with hooks, gliding at 7,000 feet beneath the Southern Ocean. And it releases bioluminescent ink, not dark like most squid, green. A glowing green smokescreen deployed in absolute darkness. That was its debut. One ROV, one Christmas. One brief appearance on a camera it had never seen before. And then, like everything down there, it went back into the dark and disappeared. Number 20. The bloody belly comb jelly. Red light cannot travel to the midnight zone. The longer wavelengths simply don't reach those depths, which means red is the new black, the color of perfect invisibility. The bloody belly comb jelly understood this long before anyone was watching. Its stomach is deep crimson, which conceals the glow of bioluminescent prey it has just swallowed, because a lit-up gut is a billboard for predators. Along its transparent body, rows of tiny cilia beat in rhythmic waves, refracting whatever faint ambient light exists into soft, iridescent pulses that look like a traveling rainbow. It is the size of a plum. It produces no light itself. It simply borrows what little exists and turns it into something that should not be this beautiful this far down. Number 21. The deep sea hatchetfish. This fish has mastered the vanishing act so completely that for much of its life, it simply does not exist to the eye. Its body is compressed laterally to near invisibility from any side angle. A blade of a fish, maybe 3 inches long, shaped like something ironed flat. Along its belly, rows of photophores emit light precisely calibrated to match the faint downwelling sunlight from above. This is counter-illumination. The fish erases its own shadow by matching the ceiling of its world. A predator below it sees nothing but more ocean. It drifts through the twilight zone at 600 to 4,500 feet, looking like a small, moving absence. A gap in the water with a skeleton inside, and a perfect alibi. Number 22. The red-lipped batfish. Off the Galapagos Islands, at depths of 100 to 250 feet, there is a fish that has essentially decided that swimming is beneath it. The red-lipped batfish uses modified pectoral fins, built like short, stiff arms, and a modified pelvic fin to prop itself up on the seafloor and walk. It has a retractable lure on its forehead that it deploys to attract prey. And it has, unmistakably, magnificently, without any apparent evolutionary justification, vivid, lipstick red lips. Scientists believe these may help with species recognition or mate selection, but the exact reason remains officially undetermined. Evolution occasionally makes a decision and simply does not explain itself to anyone. In the Galapagos, on the seafloor, red lips on a walking fish is just what Tuesday looks like. Number 23. The Yeti crab. Discovered in 2005 at a hydrothermal vent 7,200 feet beneath the Pacific, this creature was so unlike anything on record that scientists had to construct an entirely new taxonomic family just to place it. It is white, completely blind, and covered in long, silky-looking filaments across its claws. Those filaments are not decoration. Dense colonies of bacteria live in them. The Yeti crab farms these colonies by slowly waving its claws through the warm vent water, cultivating bacterial growth, then scraping them off with specialized mouthparts and eating them. It grows its own food, on its hands, in one of the most inhospitable environments on Earth. The Yeti crab built a garden on its own fists, learned to tend it, and has never needed anything else. Number 24, the football fish. This is a female. She is globular, spiky, roughly the size and shape of an angry pineapple, with a bioluminescent lure on her forehead that glows in the permanent black of depths below 3,000 feet. The males are born without stomachs. They have one biological objective. When a male finds a female, in the lightless abyss across an ocean, he bites her, and then he fuses. His circulatory system merges with hers. His eyes and organs dissolve. He becomes part of her body, a small, permanent pouch of genetic material attached to her side. A female can carry up to 8 males at once. When researchers first found specimens, they assumed the attached males were parasites or tumors. What they were, in fact, was the most complete surrender in the animal kingdom. Number 25, the xenophyophore. No brain, no heart, no nervous system, no cells, plural. The xenophyophore is a single cell that grows up to 8 inches wide, making it one of the largest individual cells in the known universe. It builds itself a protective shell from sediment, sponge fragments, and the remains of tiny organisms, then absorbs nutrients through its membrane from the seafloor beneath it. Entire communities of smaller animals use its structure as shelter. It lives at depths of up to 34,000 feet, beyond the reach of most submarines. One cell, 8 inches wide, at the bottom of the deepest places on Earth, holding up a neighborhood. The abyss is not empty. It is full of things like this. Single cells living lives of quiet, enormous, completely unreasonable consequence. Every single creature on this list was real. No CGI, no exaggeration, just evolution doing things we never asked it to. If one of these animals shocked you, tell us which one in the comments. We read every single one. And if you want more lists like this, the subscribe button is right there. We drop new ones every week. See you in the next one.